Net neutrality still quite a hot topic in the press and in society as a whole. It's one that provokes such consternation on both sides of the argument. Can you explain, Ben, what is net neutrality and how many separate actions or appeals have the ACLU got filed to try and consolidate its position, to try and retain net neutrality?
At the fundamental level, net neutrality represents the principle that the corporations that own the infrastructure of the internet shouldn't be able to discriminate against users on the basis of their viewpoints or ability to pay. In the same way that in our telephone system and other infrastructure that depended both on the assistance of governments to build it, but also licenses for governments to run it. We shouldn't just accept the argument that these corporations own the internet and can use it the way they want to. This is the most important platform for free expression and association in the history of the world. And it's vital that the rules of the road be fair for everybody. We call this common carrier rules, that the people who run this can't decide, for example, that they want to slow down or cut off the website of a union that's representing their workers. Right? These are the kinds of things that could be allowed without a strong net neutrality regime. During the Obama administration, the Federal Communications Commission, which oversees the internet in the United States, promulgated a very strong rule guaranteeing net neutrality. But elections have consequences. Hillary Clinton lost the election, Donald Trump won, and he was able to appoint commissioners to the FCC who reversed that rule at the behest of their corporate backers. I will say this, I think in the decades that the internet has existed, people have come to expect and rely on the neutrality of this platform. And even if they are not sophisticated about what net neutrality means, they're not going to be happy at all if the corporations that now have the power to do this start abusing that power. And in fact, there are now efforts underway in Congress, in states around the United States, to reverse the FCC's rule, either through federal legislation or through state legislation. There's going to be lawsuits. About 20 states have banded together to sue to try to block the change in the FCC rule. So this is going to be a real kind of fight for the soul of the internet over the next few years. I think, candidly, the best thing that we can do is try to slow things down, gum up the works a little bit, use state laws and litigation to essentially demonstrate the depth of our resistance, and then hope that political leaders reverse this decision, whether it's the Congress or whether it's the next president.
Sure. I interviewed Chris Hedges. I'm not sure if you're aware of Chris's work.